mean like you want me to make it make sense. It don't
Make it make sense.
dude.
Denise and Marlo, you are now listening to the Drunken Monks podcast.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back. And people, if you notice, we're back in a place that was a little familiar.
Le Monastery.
Yeah, man. We had to come and give grace and thanks, you know what I mean? So, to be fair though, we had to also say, you know, get well to our lovely contact at Annabay, Debbie. Hope to see you back on your feet soon. But in the meantime, yeah, we always fall back to where that we got. Guys, we're back. My name is Marlo Brown.
Denise Fiber.
We are
the Drunken Monks.
Drunken Monks. Another week, another episode in the season of 5, the season of doom and gloom.
Season of doom and gloom, man.
All we can do is drink at this point.
Living it up with Annabay.
Yeah, man. But at least that's a cheer point. So, yeah, folks. I mean, yeah, like if you got your libations that you need to have, it's right here. I can't sell it as good as she can, but we do try. You know what I mean? That being said,
see, Marlo, what's on the docket today?
So let me get into
Why
it.
are you tired?
Dude, it's late. It's late. We don't usually record this late like anymore. So
exactly.
it's late. So they catch me here. So that's what I just want to jump into it. And,
all right.
And as you said, Lord. Carlee Russell.
Okay. Okay.
Carlee Russell.
What can we say about Miss Carlee?
Carlee Russell. Jesus Christ, man. Look, I felt it necessary to follow up that because the very week before we spoke about it. And literally while we were recording and maybe just a little bit after when we were editing, it came out that she recanted. She admitted that she was not kidnapped. She was not kidnapped.
But are we surprised?
I was hoping for better.
I think we said it in the show last week.
No, but I was hoping for better, man. But I was hoping for something to be a little different this time. Because I can't imagine why, and this is something that younger folks have got to tell me, and even though I know that it exists, but they got to tell me why. Why does attention mean so much these days? Like, I could live my life and nobody looking for me and I'll be fine. Like,
yeah, but I can't say because I'm no longer, unfortunately, luckily of that generation.
Right.
These kids were brought up on attention. So in their whole social upbringing, their social outline, their social make.
And we're going out on a limb, by the way, because we don't know.
No, we don't know. Mark,
right.
These kids grew up on Facebook, on Insta, on all these social media platforms where you are, or were, I don't know. I'm no longer much, in those worlds. But where you were rewarded by likes.
Yeah. And
to get those likes, you need to do something extraordinary, or you need to be extraordinary. You need to look hot, sexy. Something needs to be extraordinary for you to get the likes. Dus these kids are gewoon...
But here's the thing though, not everybody is extraordinary.
But that is the hele probleem.
I'm the most boringest nigga you can find. You know what I'm saying?
Yet you have a podcast.
No, because there's some that... and that goes to the other thing. A little bit of work is necessary. A little bit... there is no such thing as instant fame. And those that get it, it's usually come, go... and gone, or come, and it comes with such consequences.
Wait, hold your thought. A little bit of work is necessary. So share, like, subscribe. Continue.
Never miss a beat, no? No, but I mean to say, Jesus Christ, man, like, you cannot be so starved for affection, attention, comfort, whatever. A need to be seen, a need to be acknowledged, because that's a human thing. Like let's acknowledge that, right? I'm not saying no to that. I'm not saying no to, like somebody giving you a hug or your friends coming to look for you. Hey, bitch, we're going on the road, like that type of thing. Like, I don't say no to that. But why does it have to be a heap of people, like a mound of strangers? Like,
because you've come accustomed to that. The more likes you get, the better you are liked, the more love you have. Like, I think
No, but
there's
that doesn't...
something changed where you equate amount of people liking, supporting, laughing, whatever,
Right.
to your worth.
But here's the thing. A friend of mine pulled this stunt, and I've since like followed it. Right. This has got to be like 5, maybe 10 like years ago. And this is how far back that Facebook is. Right. We all used to have like our birthdays big and broad, you know. So when your birthday come up, it would pop up on all your friends' list. Hey, it's so and so's birthday,
and
right?
everybody would send you happy birthday.
Right, exactly that. Homegirl, shout out to you. You know who you are. Like, I just catch myself. You might not want me to
Hey,
bust that
you.
part, right? But homegirl sneakily just took her birthday off. Didn't tell nobody. Didn't, and Lord help me, I got caught too, because her birthday came and went. Nobody wished her.
Ja, maar je moet niet gaan miepen.
No,
Je
but
moet-
she didn't meet. But she didn't meet. She did not meet. But she did do it to prove a point. If Facebook don't remind y'all, y'all don't know when my birthday is.
Yeah.
And so,
So?
but I know roughly when your birthday is. You know roughly when mine is. You know when to look out for it.
Ja, maar...
Yeah. So
Nee.
like, right. But that's kind of the thing. Like, if Facebook or the socials don't remind you of a thing, how close are we really?
Nee,
Like,
nee. I don't
like,
find, nee.
you don't find so?
Nee, because always, this happens to me, bijna with every birthday. I know someone's birthday is, let's say, August 8th. Dat weet ik. Gewoon August 8th
Right.
is the birthday. But on August 8th, I don't know that it's August 8th. Or I don't realize that it's August 8th. En dan denk je, on August 9th, shit! Yesterday was
Shit.
August 8th. Like,
Yeah.
Therefore, I think it's very nice of Facebook to remind me, hey, this person's birthday.
But wouldn't that give you, like, if you don't see what I love about that particular lesson, if there's a lesson to be had, is that for me at least, like, I think that we tend to confuse acquaintances with friends with family. Like, if that makes any sense. Like,
Of
like,
course
we're
we
bad.
confuse it because everybody is your Facebook friend. Everybody's a friend. There are no categories.
Exactly. And for me, is like a lot of people tend to confuse like certain kind of parasocial things when it comes to online. Like, okay, you've had this, that you've liked the person's, jokes or pictures a little too much, and it comes, hey, baby.
Shout out. Oh, no. No. Nope.
You have never had that, like, as a woman, like, yo, Joe, you like a dude's thing a little too much, and then, like, like, he DMs you, like, hey, like, what's going on? No, brother, you just got some jokes.
Way back.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like, there's misinterpretation, and because of that, we always kind of misinterpret to the way that we want, and so wanting likes, wanting clout, wanting like attention, like, it has to be hollow by its definition. Like there is nothing to stand on basically with it, but yet we seek it. We feel good. We get a little hit of like dopamine from Lifester if I put like a fire post, and then all of a sudden brrr, like, hey, yeah, I'm seeing today. Okay, cool. Yeah. We all have that moment, but it's a dangerous moment, is what I feel. And Miss Carlee Russell, to bring it all the way back around, yeah, somebody got to tell me different, but I feel like that was a part of the play. Like something, she wanted attention from somebody. I don't know who.
What happened to just hiring a plane and then let the plane write it out for you, or fly around with a banner?
The running rumor is that she was trying to make her boyfriend pay attention to her.
Well, he's paying attention.
To the point that he's the ex now.
Oh, dude, they broke up?
Yeah, man, he dropped her, dude. Like he was
there. Yeah, you don't need that kind of drama in your life.
I don't know, but wouldn't there be like a red flag for something like that, dog?
Yeah, but I feel it's not from one day to the next you go to something drastic like this. Because the red flags have been there. He was just not paying attention. Je gaat me niet vertellen dat everything is cooking en we leuk en kiko. Okay, you didn't call me for 2 weeks. En nu ga ik mij
wait, you feel that a man just do it wrong already? You feel that?
But I'm going off of your theory. You were saying he's not paying attention and she did it for the man.
No.
So
I said was that she did it for the man. I didn't say that he wasn't paying attention.
Oh well, she did it for the man.
Yeah, that is. But that's the rumor. That is the running rumor right now. That basically that she did it for the homeboy.
Ja, maar dat kan ook weer soms down with the patriarchy nonsense zijn. Hè? Dat het moet wel voor die man zijn.
Ja, weet ik veel, man.
I don't know. I just think it's bullshit and everything is...
Talking about red flags, you ever get like sidelined by one that you should have seen a red flag but you didn't and it get...
Yeah, man. Next subject.
What is it about being in that moment? No, I don't need you to name names or to name like kind of locations or whatnot. So, but what is it about that moment that you don't see it? Because I too, yeah, we all have.
Yeah, why didn't I see it?
Yeah. Why like?
Maybe, yeah. Probably it has to do with the attention. You like the attention,
right?
So that you're like, yeah, okay, this person is maybe a little bit weird, but then you justify it. Like
they have cat skulls on the mantelpiece.
Hey, buurvrouw Gerda, if you're missing your cat, don't come looking this way. No, maar... I feel that with the real, I don't want to say crazy ones, but with the real norm challenging ones, I feel that I didn't really see it.
What a diplomatic way to say it.
I didn't see it coming. And then achteraf I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, echt waar. Like it blindsided you. Like it wasn't like...
I didn't think it was that bad. Like one time I kind of broke up. I broke up with Phil. I don't even remember.
Right.
But then the person drove off like super like furious. Crazy furious. Gewoon, maar I didn't expect that. The person was very quiet, very nice, very attentive, very soft-spoken, gevoelig. Like gewoon super zacht.
So you never expected them to have
and then
a temper problem.
Exactly, drove off, like bust the rims of the car.
Are you serious?
Because drove the car into a curbside that was high. Like all kind of nonsense, you. Yeah, it was not my car, so I didn't care. But, but I was like, so much drama. Like according to me, I didn't see any red flags.
But then wait, so before then, why did you break up with this person then? If you don't mind me asking.
I wasn't.
Je voelde het niet.
It wasn't geprikkeld. I was not geprikkeld.
Je voelde het niet. I'd be mad too. Shit. What do you mean you don't feel it? You felt it last night. What the fuck?
That's what you think.
What the fuck are you doing? Like. No, but all right, okay. So like you had a bad breakup, but you didn't see that they had an anger. But that wasn't a. But no, but that's not what I'm talking about though. Like I'm talking about like
real red flags, nay.
Yeah, like a red flag where like the person's constantly bad with like like with money, and like you always gotta borrow like a $20 like from you like or something, right?
No,
Not
in my aura.
No, but then after but I'm just giving you
yeah.
Right. And then afterwards, then the blind side comes. You see like loan sharks come knocking at your door because apparently like he's a gambling like addict. Like shit like that is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like
no. Vertel jouw verhaal because
nah, dog.
For me,
dog. No.
I mean, I think legit those persons cannot come close. Want vanaf de get-go, inderdaad, maybe I do spot red flags en dan denk ik nee. It match. You cannot get close want there is al a mismatch. If you come with nonsense, stay there.
But you were always this wise when it comes to relationships and shit.
I don't do relationships, that's why.
Interactions with the person that you are attracted with, because I can't even just say.
Okay. Nee, maar I'm very allergic, met uitzondering van Marlo, for people who talk too much. As soon as you talk too much,
it's not that you're allergic, love. You just don't give no chance to nobody.
That's what it is. We can keep it at a drink in a bar. Like sometimes you meet these people, gezellig, they chatting you up, chat. En dan denk ik, hey, weet je, nee. En dan then it stays there. You know, ik had een gezellige avond of niet. You
But
know.
you just talk way too much.
You talk way too. I say people, it's very suspicious. Suspicious if somebody talks too much.
What the fuck are we then?
Suspicious. Very sus.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, nee. Maar okay,
Alright.
but your red flags.
No, I can't speak to it because to speak to any of them would be to betray several trusts. Like I can point to 3 women in my life that had red flags. I was like, yo.
I can point to one woman. I don't even know the woman, but just by your stories.
No, but that's shout out to Tasha too, by the way.
Ay, why you gotta throw me under the bus?
No, but what it is like no, but it wasn't so much red flags. Like this would be my last point.
Okay.
But, like this would be my last point after like what I tell, right? For me, I was too unwise for the moment. It's not necessarily that you got like red flags, but it's like what I see is like you got people that can handle a particular situation, and handling doesn't mean fixing. Handling does not mean like like kind of sticking it out or what and so. Handling just means that you can get out of that where everybody has a little bit of grace and dignity and an ability to like shake hands and be friends and go. You know what I mean? I didn't have the wisdom for a lot of things when I came up. It is only with my wife that the wisdom kind of like clicked a little bit.
Yeah.
And that with bad things that I've done in the past and things that were done to me in the past, and having good friends around you to kind of talk it out and that type of thing. Like I've had that, and while you could have said it was okay, it was a red flag, but it was also with my age now looking back, I was young. They was young too, so it was the blind leading the blind, and whoever one is leading, you could figure it out. You check what I'm saying? But the blind is leading the blind, and you're so like I could easily pinpoint to how insecure I felt when I was in my 20s. Like I could easily point to like, and I shouldn't have been. Because I was on the right path, I was doing a lot of good things and what and so, but I always felt worse because I'm not that dude, or I'm not that dude, or I'm not that dude. And I brought that shit in with me, and I brought a lot of like weird shit with me, whereas whoever that was across from me might not have had that particular insecurity, but they had their own.
Yeah, of course.
And my shit amplifies their shit, which amplifies my shit, which you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's not necessarily like a red flag. It's just that you're young and you're stupid. That is how I see it. And along with my baby mother, there were like 2 other women that I could point to. I'm like, red flag, yeah, like you could see it now, and especially now if you get that now, you'd be like, you know what? Okay, you need to. I'm allergic to that, as you say.
Yeah.
But back then, even though that you jump in kind of blind and you go into everything and whatnot, it's just that you didn't have the tools, the language. Like I've been saying that a lot lately. You don't have the things necessary to handle a particular situation with a certain amount of class and dignity and all those things.
True.
You know what I mean?
Maar okay, because I hear, you were young, didn't have the experience, this, that, and the other. Can we have that same compassion towards Carlee? Carlee, right? Carlee.
Here's where, and this would be my last retort then, basically, after my last point. And there's one like sentence. Here's the difference between me and relationships, you and relationships, and what Carlee probably did.
Okay.
Right? Me and the person hurt each other. Maybe some fallout to some friends or one and so. So
Yeah.
the collateral damage, maybe 8 people max for whatever relationship
Yeah.
that I got out of, right?
Yeah.
You could point to certain situations too in your life like that too. Maybe not with a man and a woman or whatever, but just friendships broke up, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Right? What Carlee did involved the buurts van haar. You know what I mean?
Eigenlijk the world, because we're here in Curacao talking about it.
Exactly. But like the stad, the buurt, the county, the state, all of that shit. It was a all hands on deck moment for everybody to find this woman, right? And it brought up all the old things. And again, we named all of the issues with having to make a judgment so early in the last episode.
Yeah.
Historically, police and black people. Historically, the police and women. So black woman on top of that.
Yeah.
So and the whole clout thing and her young and all of that shit. So your the collateral damage is a lot bigger now.
Yeah.
So yes, youthful indiscretion, but even in youth, you gotta understand you can't hurt too many people, and that for me is where the sympathy ends. Like I can understand that she did something stupid, she didn't think it through, but at the same time, you gotta be able to look at yourself, and if you're planning something, like especially what's the worst version of this? You check what I mean? Like you gotta be able to ask
but
yourself
like
that.
if you're young, you don't think too many steps ahead.
I mean, you do, but you don't care. But
Okay,
that's
maybe.
the thing. Like you feel like you can get away with it.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't care, but sometimes you don't see it echt, hè? Because that's gewoon lack of experience.
I don't know, man. I'm not. Like, we zijn een beetje uitgepraat met deze, toch?
Nee, we kunnen door, maar let's refill him.
Yeah.
Hey, folks, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back, yo.
Split in the middle.
Make the girls them jiggle. I don't know what the song is.
Zeggen ze dat? Make them girls and jiggle?
I don't know, boy. I don't know. But
Somebody who knows, put it in the comments.
Beat that be taking me over like at that point. I don't.
Shit.
I hear things, but I don't hear things. I got bigger things to deal with in front of me.
Ay,
So,
Dios. See, Marlo.
speaking of carnival and soca and music,
I come from brass festival and from customs and from flour mills. Was a fed fire fet and licensing fet and them had a power pill. Everybody gone nice and groovy bunchy, all you pushing power still. If it's me alone, leave me with power on a hill.
you know what? Let me save it first. I know if you check the news, yo. Me know if you check the news.
Check nothing.
Me know if you check the news. Apparently, for this year's summer carnival in Rotterdam, I don't know. I have yet to, and I'll freely admit I haven't dug into it as much as I should, but I have yet to see the regeling daarvoor. But apparently there was a memo that went out that it is niet toegestaan om bubbling dans te doen. En dat
Wacht
betekent-
even, what is bubbling dance?
Bubbling dance is like how we just wind up and grind up and Tief wine and do soca business and that type of thing.
But wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Summer Carnival.
Zomer Carnival, Rotterdam.
For those of you who don't know,
Uh-huh.
is a carnival parade,
Yes.
a mix of all the different carnivals that you have. So you have like West Indian groups, you have Caribbean groups, you have Cabo Verde, you have like all kind of groups.
Oh, word.
See. There's different groups, different. So each group, different costume, different types of music. Of course, you're gonna have West Indians in the parade.
Yeah.
What is the music that we jam to?
We jam to soca.
Dus hoe ga ik lopen in een parade op mijn muziek en ik kan niet mijn dans dansen op mijn muziek?
Yeah.
What kind of nonsense this be?
No, but apparently no, but from the little I've read, it said that reason for the ordering of weet ik veel is that it's a family affair. It's like it's
Excuse
a family
you.
lit. It's a yo. They got little kids there. They're impressionable, like that type.
But
of
these
thing.
kids, you can prance around in a tanga in a g-string with feathers and very revealing clothes. Dat is niet erg.
Nee,
Maar-
but I mean, like, to be fair, just to play devil's advocate on that point, Nederland has never had a problem with
Nudity.
with like blote tieten. Nee,
So what is your problem with shaking some ass?
because it's sexual apparently. But, dude, it don't make no sense to me either. You're looking at me like you want me to make it make sense. It don't
Make it make sense.
dude. No,
Like, I want to know who
we go.
went to complain to the municipality of the city of Phil. We verzint it.
I don't listen.
We verzint it.
But in Rotterdam, no less.
Exactamundo.
Like I could take it. Like I could take it if it was like later.
Nee.
Of dan heb je misschien, you know, Weesp of zo. Of een van die kleine dorpjes dan of zo. En je hebt misschien 3 Antillianen die dat ding erbij wil doen, weet je. Dat kan ik me wel begrijpen. But like Rotterdam, in certain cases, even more than Amsterdam, is the spot for black life. But like real talk, you know what I'm saying? Like black Caribbean life. Like what the fuck are you talking about?
But wait a minute, because I don't necessarily want to make the connection with sexuality. I mean, you kan het maken.
You're right.
But why is bubbling down? So you can, everybody, if you want to dance soca, it's okay. Soca ain't
No,
bubbling.
but they said like soca too. Like they mentioned soca.
Oh.
So like soca, like you can't Tief a wine. Period.
Maar okay, fine. If we're gonna make this link between soca bubbling and sexuality,
right?
Why is this a problem? And a prostitution
Again,
is not a problem. You have these windows and you can walk around with your little child and look at the girls behind the window.
I can't. Nothing about it makes sense to me. All right, so then let me back up, right? Because a part of me was thinking, oh, this is maybe like the echte Nederlander, like the Hollander trying to take back like what they feel is theirs or something like that. It might be like a bit of a
when
cultural,
can they feel?
Hold on, man.
Okay.
But then it hit me. They like regular Dutch people, like the Brabants. Like
it's a big thing.
It's a big thing, but it's also in February because it's alongside with us.
Yeah.
Like on the Curaçao has Carnival.
Like the traditional carnival.
Yeah.
Like 40 days before Easter.
Correct. Right. And so what it is that the one for Saint Martin or something like that. That is also held in that same time in like Brabant, and that's how I know that Dutch Carnival, that's what they have there too, like as well, and it's more like in line of like more like how like the Renaissance like used to do with mask and with song and with dance.
Nee. It's gewoon everybody goes dressed up. Yeah. It's like Halloween basically.
That's what I was trying to say.
I went and I was dressed like a cow and that was perfectly okay.
Yeah, like that's what I was trying to say. Like,
maar then again, it's in February, so you cannot walk around in bikini either. Maar I don't see your link, what you're trying to say.
They have no claim to the summer of it all.
Nee, exactly.
There is no Dutch carnival that I have ever heard of.
Nope.
That or Nederlands carnival that ever took part in the summer. You have carnival in Leeds. You have carnival in Brixton.
See.
And that too kind of jumped over the fence to come to us too, like as well. That like a part of that, like or whatever, you know what I mean? Because it was all that. When I went to the Rotterdam Summer Carnival, like when I was up there, I had a lot of family members that came over from England and whatnot that said, "Hey, yo."
See, because this is one of the big ones in that. Like exactly. You have the Canadian one is big. The
Toronto.
One. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have in non-Caribbean societies where there are big Caribbean communities, you have a carnival at different times.
But I just find it I find it interesting because, and this might be a self-examination time too, like as well, because if you don't have the grind, if you don't have a Tief enough a wine, then what do you have?
No, that is not per se, because our carnival in Curaçao traditionally, now it's changing, but it didn't have it. Like nu, af en toe, when you're helemaal in the heat of it all, some whining can take place. Maar traditionally, in Curaçao, we don't do it either.
Exactly.
Dus op zich, you don't need it. Maar now, especially soca culture, it is gewoon intertwined. You cannot have soca without whining.
Yeah.
You can, maar yeah.
No, but you got like the older look. Like when my mother got older, and I mean she's not old, but I'm saying like when like it was more like she was a bespoke, like lady, and like instead of just being like a lady just there like or whatever. She wouldn't whine with nobody. She would chip down the road. She would go back and forth without, you're arm in arm with your people.
Yeah.
And you go chipping down the road. You check what I mean? For me, like, you have those moments as well. But what it is, and of course you can't forget the mosh pit or the rude boys, them in like Juve and them type of thing. That ain't no whining going on at all. That's pure like mosh
pure
pit.
aggression.
Pure aggression, right?
Or release. Maybe we should call it release.
There you go. right? But then what it is for me and what I find kind of interesting, how can you censor something that is about self-expression? Because that's the whole point of it.
Nee. Nee. How can you censor something that's about self-expression?
Yeah.
Because dan kan je ook zeggen, weet je wat? Here, okay, maybe you want like everybody to walk around naked. Fine. Want dan kan je ook zeggen, it's self-expression.
Right.
If you want neo-Nazis to be shouting all kind of nonsense and saluting Hitler is ook self-expression.
I take up the Voltaire stance on that. I detest what you have to say. I will defend to the death your right to say it.
Yeah, you that is all what that's concerned.
No, but okay. On a real point, carnival costumes in most soca places have gotten a lot more risque.
Yeah. Same.
A lot more risque. To the point where just like if you go to like a carnival, like I want to say, like you got front line, mid line, back line, and the front line girls is all models and this and that and so right?
Mm-hmm.
But the midline and backline is regular people, and the girls them, you know, looking a particular way, like I want to say, ain't perfect, ain't 100%, but they wear bodysuits that give the indication of. So it's like skin tone. It's like it matches your skin tone and everything else, and that for me is like, oh, so it is wel gedoog, like the riskiest ones that got the whatever to do it with, they do their thing, but wij willen ook meedoen. Dus het is een rode draad van less is more dan, zeg maar. That is what I feel, because there was a point in time, the carnival costumes that I grew up with were more in line with what was here. Like,
okay, yeah. I know St. Martin Carnival, like Trini Carnival. That is the watered down version. Okay,
right.
Okay. No, with no disrespect from Rio Carnival. No, but
coming for your ass.
No, but the whole bikini and feather thing.
Yeah. That was
which
a
is the standard in Trini.
Which was a standard in Brazil. Let me be honest
that's
about
what I say.
that.
I feel it comes from Brazil.
Yeah.
Like here, we don't have that. We have elaborate costumes. Here, it's about the spectacle. It's not about the whatever party, festivity, sexuality.
But I just find, like, even though I disagree, like, I'm in your camp, I find it to be the highest point of ridiculousness. So you say, oh, you can't dance that way.
Maar, okay, like, first, of course, I was outraged, as you can tell. Down with the patriarchy. Nee, maar the patriarchy would want women in review.
I was about to say.
Nee, maar it depends. It depends. It depends. No, it depends. You want a sexy mama to look at, but you don't want that sexy mama to be the mother of your child. Hashtag last week, or weet ik veel wanneer we het over, hoe heet die vrouw?
Sorry.
Kiki
Popper.
Juist. Maar oké, first I was outraged, maar eventjes nadenkend. We, or at least in Holland, you also have those very erotic TV shows. You can only, ik weet niet nu hoe het nu is, but when I was living there, you can only play those commercials and those shows after 11 at night.
There you go.
Dus these are all wel moralistic. We feel that Holland is very liberated, sexually liberated, but at the end of the day, they're also Judeo-Christian and moralistic, especially the powers that be. Dus you already protected the kids that they could not watch certain shows or even commercials. Right. Dus inderdaad, following that line, kan je zeggen, oké, hoezo zeggen wij, like, why are we saying this is not okay for TV, but it's okay for the streets?
Okay.
Just following that line.
No, but here's the thing, though. And this will be my last point, and it's a bit of a, I'm being like kind of sarcastic here, right? All the bands, all the DJs, all the whatnot, and everybody gotta, like, I feel like you gotta unite and protest that. You don't want us dancing soca, that means we don't play no soca. We gonna play your Andre Hazes or your
No, but that's what they want.
No, but that's what they want. But see how lame it gets and see how much revenue that gets run the next year. Real talk. Real talk.
I want okay.
Real talk. Like you do it like how you want it to be toned down. Listen, we gonna tell your partner you cannot separate this from that. And you still want us to be like, yo, you gonna play this, but you can't do this? Okay, fine. We're not playing it. We're not doing that. and that's it. And like we're gonna come out in all of the finery, all of the costumes, all of the things. But we are protesting. We are actively protesting, and we're gonna play the lamest songs you can ever find, the lamest things they can ever find, because that's the thing. It is a part of the spectacle as well. You can't have the costumes, you can't have the music, and you can't like the triangle needs to be there. You got the music one way, the people them one way, dressed up one way, and the people them moving to the music in a particular action. That's it. That's it. So I would, being in all them boys and the partner, you better brush up on like your Dutch music partner. That's all I can tell you.
I would want somebody to challenge this in court, and if you put a link, I will donate some money. So as it's a crowdfunding thing, just go and challenge this in court. I think it's a hard case. Marlo, what's going on here?
Yeah, mijn phone going off though.
Maar ik vind het... Er is... Jesus, je kost
Yeah, no, sorry.
Het is gewoon ridiculous because the Dutch are or can also be very crass. There are songs that go, daar moet een piemel in.
What?
Yeah, we can put a link.
What?
There has to be a dick. A dick needs to go in.
What?
There are songs about beer and tieten, beers and tits.
And this is like the après-ski.
The après-ski of Carnival, I have no idea, but I've been in kroegen, so in bars, where the whole crowd, daar moeten people in, daar moeten people in. So I'm like, what the fuck?
What the fuck are you talking about,
that is okay.
What the fuck are you
Maar
talking
a little dancing is een probleem. Nee, echt. Nee, echt. En bier en tieten ook. Dus, I mean, like, people, get off your high horse. And, okay, we're gonna round this off, want nee, ja. Maar
yeah, come on, go ahead.
I don't want that every show is gonna be about race, but this has me going a little bit like, weet je wel, like, I don't know. It just feels weird.
No, but again, if it's wait.
Oh no, nu I open another can of worms. Apparently.
Yeah, because but I just got one question. Again, if it's race, why now? And why Rotterdam?
Why now and why Rotterdam in Rotterdam? Because there is één zomer. No, there's één Summer Carnival, dus daarom.
But why?
And why now? Holland is super. Is getting right winged and is fed up with all these foreigners who are changing things and doing all kinds of things that we don't know.
Okay, but then
they're
you didn't,
scary.
No, but then you
and they're corrupting our kids.
But then you should not want cheap labor. Then pana go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
because
but
every immigrant is cheap labor. Don't even come to me with that.
Yeah, maar nee, maar right? Wait. Maar dat, we only wanted the labor. We didn't want the other things. And we wanted them to get out.
Too bad, Hans. Too bad, young Pete. Too bad, yo.
No, but don't forget.
Femke, too bad, sister.
No,
sorry.
Femke, okay. Maar nee, maar don't forget. The first immigrants that came were supposed to be and were very grateful. They were portraying to be grateful. Ze waren humble, ze waren rustig. They didn't want to cause a ruckus. They didn't want to make a scene. They waren rustig. Mm-hmm. Dus if we know, mango time.
And you talking to me about my phone, Pana. Go fuck yourself.
I cannot help that nature needs to run its course.
Nature needs to run its course.
Maar, so, you could not have foreseen this. Because, of course, you were not interested in any type of culture. You just wanted cheap labor. These people had to be here, be quiet, do the thing that we wanted, and then rot up.
No, but that's the thing. But we're here now.
Yeah.
We're here now.
But
we're here now.
We're here. We're queer.
No, een beetje wel.
Yeah.
You got, listen, this is the thing. And this is what kills me too about that kind of situation. Rotterdam is Rotterdam, right?
Yep.
Rotterdam is rougher. Rotterdam is all those things, right? Amsterdam, Rotterdam, you could say Den Haag a bit too, have their heavy allochtone streken, right?
Yeah.
Different buurten, weet ik veel, right?
Yeah.
We still play football. We still eat cheese sandwiches. We still do mee met, Big Brother and, like The Voice and Kiko Kiko. All of the other Dutch things that happen nationally, we partake in too. This is the one day that we get to while out like us. And you want to take that away too, man?
Yeah. If you
The
wanna,
one day that we get to wild out
if
like
you
this.
wanna wild out, go back to your country. Wild out in your country.
But you are my country. This is the
No,
problem.
you're not my country.
You're my country.
No, you're not a part of us.
Man, go fuck yourself. And
Yeah,
go
well.
Yo, partner. Yo, that one's done. My drink is done. I think we're done because we say like anything more, we might get into some trouble.
Yeah,
It's-
no,
but still worth it.
Everybody, I encourage you to go to Summer Carnival, and I
Yeah.
encourage you to whine. Everybody whine like a mofo. If you're in the parade,
They can't arrest all of y'all.
then
Fuck
we do
it.
a crowdfunding and we get you out.
Exactly.
So whine in the I want to see because we don't know enough to see if this is really a forordning or what this thing is. Weet je wel? The law is already there. I don't know if it's openbare order and they're now going to enforce it while they haven't enforced it in 30 years or 40 years. Maar I want to encourage everybody to just whine, do your bubbling dance, do your soca dance. If you're in the parade and if you're standing on the side of the road, just do it. Hoeveel mensen gaan naar Summer Carnival? 20,000. I don't know how many people go to Summer Carnival. If 10,000 mensen are whining and grinding, wat ga je doen?
You can't arrest them all.
See,
So yeah, with that note of civil disobedience, we'll be right back.
Live, laugh, and let loose. Annabay.
Annabay,
Whether you whine or
my
not
God,
in a
don't,
carnival, you
don't.
cannot go without Annabay.
Guys, we'll be right back.
Hey.
The drinking helps.
Yeah?
It really does.
With what, actually?
Because the last two ones, if dog is infuriating.
Really?
Infuriating. The last two
I must be
segments were
getting old.
infuriating, dog. Echt waar.
Why?
Again, foolishness across the board between somebody needing to be kidnapped and somebody else saying that Soca can't dance. Like, what the hell are you doing? I mean, come on.
Doom
Anyway.
and gloom, baby.
Doom and gloom. All right, so maybe that we got something a little bit different.
Okay.
Something a little bit more vrolijk.
All right.
Something maybe a little pink.
I know. I wanted to sing, but I don't know the song.
Pink is your favorite color.
Yeah.
Pink, you know, there is like no other. I don't know. Fuck it.
You could be my flamingo.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. All
That's
right.
my new kind of lingo.
Speaking of pink.
Like the lift of your lover.
Okay, so then you just gonna go
To
ahead.
love you discover. Okay, boom.
You keep this up and we're gonna get demonetized because it's a copyright strike. Yo.
What the hell? Did you see that?
Yeah, it's a dune buggy. This is a night of weird noises and weird shit because we're back home.
Lord, we're in the monastery.
Our home has missed us, so it's providing everything for us this evening. You know what I mean?
Ay, Dios. Okay, what we're gonna talk about?
Tell me you've seen the Barbie movie.
Patrocina by Aqualectra. Today, Thursday, again, blackout. The memes, they write themselves. Like, we recycled the memes of all the other times. Island-wide, like, not completely island-wide, but most of the island didn't have power.
About 70% of the island didn't have
and it was hot. So what did I do? I went to the movies to watch the Barbie. No, I wanted to watch the Barbie movie, but since there was no power, I figured the cinema must have a generator. Now, the one that I went to first didn't. The second one that I went to where all of Curacao was hanging out did. So I saw the Barbie movie just today.
Just today. Right before that we are recording.
Recording, yes.
What are your thoughts about it?
No, like, I always yell down with the patriarchy. I think the movie, the word patriarchy was used more than in a Drunken Monks episode.
Dat wel, ja. Dat wel, ja.
No,
Dat
it is
wel,
it's a
dat
different
wel, dat wel.
type of movie.
Wait a minute. And guys, because we're literally watching it the week it came out. Spoilers.
Yeah. So,
Because
stop
by the time it
watching
comes
if you
out-
still have to see it.
Yeah, like spoilers if you need to deal with it.
But there
Alright,
has
fine.
already been so much in the media, so I'm sure everybody already found something up about the movie.
Sure.
What did I think about the movie? It's not the movie style that I like. I was told by film critic and lover Nelly Rosa that it's camp. The movie was camp.
Yeah.
So to
I
me,
could agree with that.
I thought it was over the top. Gewoon alles was exaggerated. It's a style. It's a style.
But that's camp. That's literally camp.
Oh yeah, very
Camp
veel.
is,
I learned.
Camp is fabulous. You know
Well,
what I mean?
that was the movie, and it was
Yeah.
gewoon over the top. It was unapologetically feministic, maar gewoon in your face, bam, en de hele tijd, tak.
You find it was unapologetically feminist.
Yeah, okay, they try to bring some balance because you won't need to get men in the theater as well.
That's not what. Okay, so
But-
all right, wait. Let me get the whole thing from you before like I jump on you. Yeah. Right?
Okay.
Right.
Ja, wat kan ik zeggen? I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
There were a lot of bits that I was laughing. I was the only
Yeah.
one in theater laughing. But it was actually funny.
Yeah, it was. It had a lot of what the fuck moments too, but it was.
And I think for us in Curacao, and if I listen to the commentary around me, so people I know that went to the movie,
Right.
I think it flew over a lot of people's heads. Ik vond het zo overduidelijk. It was gewoon in your face. Like I said, unapologetically.
so then what was the message?
Basically, patriarchy is bad. Nee. De message...
Really?
Nee.
Really?
Jawel.
Come on, man.
Nee, maar the message to me was like... it was about the relationship, power dynamics between men and women. And I feel that it spoke a lot to the weirdness and the double expectations that we have towards women, vooral.
Double
But
expectations.
the same you can say about men.
The double
'Cause-
expectations. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
because what's her name? America Ferreira. Is her
Yeah.
name Ferreira?
Yeah.
She had a monologue somewhere.
Yeah,
in
you
the
can't.
thing, and then she was like,
You can't be too prude. You can't be too sluttish. You can't be too
you need to
forward. You can't be
make
too
you need
soft.
to have
you
a
can't-
lot of money, but you can't ask for money.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
rear your children, but you cannot talk about your children too much.
Yeah.
En daar ging het een beetje over. And it also spoke to me to the expectations that women we have ourselves, but also that society puts on us.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
That's it. And now I'm done.
See, I want to hear you.
No,
because-
I'm a quote Heinz every fucking like
I
episode.
just-
I want to positively
Yeah, I
challenge
knew-
the unapologetically feminist part.
Okay, why?
I think it was apologetic.
You found why?
I found it was apologetic. I found it had a discussion with itself. I found that it had like the property and that was the beauty of the storytelling, not necessarily the filmmaking, because that's another like the camp, as you say, like that's a whole other beast.
Maar vertel me, why?
So here's the thing. There was 3 things stood out to me at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And toevallig, I can't remember the exact terminology. Maybe you, with your degrees, you could help me out, and your background, you could help me out. But there's like the Madonna horror complex, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's another one. There's like the maiden, the mother, and the crone,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you have like the 3 stages of life within a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and met alle doen en laten daarvan, weet je?
Mhm.
There were 3 monologues that I found interesting
Okay.
that were there, because everybody had a monologue, and that was my one
What is-
criticism of the film too, by the way. It bordered on preachy. It wasn't preachy, but it was close. It was real close.
It was everything mixed together, want het was ook musical. Like, like the echte...
but it was bordering on preachy, right?
Okay. I
So
could see.
right, but the first monologue was from the daughter.
Yeah,
And
that
the
Barbie
daughter-
said women back 50 years.
Yeah, like and
And it's fascist and...
exactly.
Yeah?
And that for me was like the first time ik voelde me aangesproken.
Why?
Because it was like, shit, that's the averechts SJW, down with the patriarchy type of fuckery. The yelling people I told you about with the Miss Nederland, that was that stance. You understand what I mean? Like, that was that ultra kind of militaristic, take no prisoners. You call somebody a fascist, you're taking no fucking prisoners. I'm sorry. Right? So that's one.
All right.
The mother, which was America, which was that monologue that you alluded to, was also interesting, and my wife got touched by that one, because that's the place where she's in right now.
Yeah.
But then the one that I truly had loved was the one at the end, was when Ruth took Barbie in the hands, and they were just in that void space or whatever, and she explained to her, you could be anything you want to be, but you just got to know who you are, and all of that, and that's wisdom talking and all of that shit, right?
Okay.
And she was the only one, like the daughter attacked Barbie. The mother sympathized with Barbie, but the Ruth, the crone, the elderly woman, gave Barbie space to be herself. And that for me was why I was interested in knowing what you thought about this film, because a lot of door snake kind of feminism, even now, even if they give lip service to the fact of, oh, you could also be pink and girly and that type of thing, they don't like it a lot. They don't like, because they feel it's kind of regressive. They feel it's kind of like, you understand what I mean? Like, so like they say, oh, a woman could be anything she wants, including that. You know what I mean? Like so, but full-throatedly it said, no, you could be anything you want to be, including this. You check what I mean? So it was like to me it felt a little bit like it was a feminist movie. It was Greta Gerwig at her best, right?
See, and at
Right?
her
But
at
it
her
was-
most, at her best, maar at her what she is, like what? Yeah, this is her.
Averechts, een beetje averechts, een beetje. We gaan met dit ding spelen. Dit zijn jouw verwachtingen. Like these are your expectations of what that you're gonna see.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna turn it on its head every chance I get, and I love that about that particular movie.
Yeah.
Because Jesus H. Christ, because like that part too they was talking about, and we gotta figure out the way between men and women. No, we gotta figure out the thing out amongst people. Because Barbie was wrong in the end too, like as well.
How was she wrong?
She ignored Ken.
Yeah, but I was thinking that's
She
what you were
ignored
gonna
Ken.
say, that it was not unapologetically, because Ken also came naar voren.
Yeah.
And but to me that's also a feminist stance, because you want yes.
What?
Waarom zeg je no?
Not for his archetype. Not for his archetype. Not for white privilege, blonde, blue-eyed.
Nee, maar what I mean that it was a feminist stance is that, kijk, if you're er zijn 5000 smaken van feminism, but if you're a true feminist, I feel, is that you want equality for the sexes.
Yeah.
So that you don't want men to be ignored also. Dat moet ook niet. You should not ignore women and you should not ignore men.
Right.
Dus in die sense that you call attention for the ignorance and the hoe noem je dat? The disappreciation, hoe noem je dat?
Taken for granted, let's call it.
Ja, the taken for granted of a Ken. Dat is moet ook opgenomen worden in the fight of, for equality. And dat is ook feminism, according to me. Dus that fit the narrative, I feel.
You feel. No, but I just found it quite interesting that, like I said, like it had an interesting conversation with itself. Like it had, because it knew what it was, and that was the whole point of the movie too. That was the whole plot, that's the whole storyline, that's everything. It knew what it was. Like, Barbie is an icon. It even started the whole thing with a fuck up montage to like 2001: A Space Odyssey, but it knew what it was, and it knew that there's a complicated history, that there's no one right story for any of this. I did find it a little bit too wrapped up in the end of, like, a beetje te...
Yeah, they need to
like there's
let it
more
come together, but they didn't. Yeah, I didn't like the ending either.
No, but it was a little bit too neat. but at
Hollywood.
the same time, yeah, but at the same time, for having to talk about these things and that to have to deal with these things, the thing I came out well, there was several, but one of the things that I came out with from that movie was, if you want to have a fight, there's something to fight about in that movie. So if you're if you're a SJW, like, but this is bullshit, like, why is she you're gonna have something to argue about. If you're a man, like, you know, like an alpha male, like Andrew Tate type of motherfucker, you're gonna have something to argue about, like with this movie. If you're conservative and you believe in the Barbie thing, you also gonna have something to fight about in that fucking movie. You check what I mean? Like every angle. The only way that you can enjoy that movie, I feel, you kind of gotta go in there with your guard down. You kind of gotta go in there without looking for a fight. Like, if you're looking for a fight, you're gonna find it.
No, not only. If you can also enjoy the movie if it aligns with your. Everybody can find something that they can cling on to. Mm-hmm. So for me, it was like, yes, down with the patriarchy. So yes, I enjoyed it.
But for everything that you can cling on to, there's 4 other things that you don't agree with
Yeah,
necessarily.
but y'all forgot about those things.
Yeah.
Maar
I had a like another weird moment, but you won't be able to follow it because you never watched it.
Okay.
And you don't fuck with anime like that much. But I've told you about this in the past.
Okay.
Believe it or not, and I might be wrong, and I would hope for somebody to tell me I'm wrong. I'm hoping for one of my partners that watch both. That movie lines up a lot with Neon Genesis Evangelion.
And then why?
Because of the whole idea of identity is painful. Your self-identity and how you look at self and how much value and stock you put in what you look at as yourself, and how confidence can come and go at a drop of a hat. It's a very fragile and very, like, frail thing.
And we're back at Carlee, what's her name?
No, but all of that. And then certain story beats as well. So, like, by Vorbild, like, the ending with the Ruth and the whatnot and so, that is almost beat for beat the same thing like Evangelion. Like, really and truly. Like there's a moment in time when, quote-unquote, the creator of the protagonist in Evangelion has a conversation with him in a void space, and this time the void space is his consciousness, is his mind, is like where a soul resides in Sahmar. And he has to figure out, do you want to just let go, or do you want to hold on to your identity, hold on to who you are, and figure out who you are going forward? And they had that moment. I was like, holy shit. Like, like this is what I saw like 20 years ago, but I was never able to put it into words. And Barbie was able to recontextualize that same argument for me. Like, okay, this is basically what it is. It's like the hurt of identity. You can have identity, but identity hurts you.
Maar that's the trope. That's the story of so many movies and stories.
Really?
Like, I can't think of any, maar eigenlijk elke I have no examples. But elke coming of age story is basically something like that.
Yeah, because you kind of gotta come out of your parents' identity or what they think of you.
And then it's a whole struggle.
Yeah, you kind
to
of
find
gotta
out
break
who
out
you
the
are.
cocoon and all that
soms
shit.
lukt het, soms lukt het niet.
And it's a struggle. It's a conflict. Okay, I could fuck with that.
But I was wondering when I was watching the movie, I was like, how can Mattel, Mattel, denk ik that you pronounce it, the mother company, the company that makes Barbie. See?
Yeah.
How can they have this role? Like, how can they let this movie be made?
Because if this movie is successful, and they've already done it, they got about 14 other projects that they've literally started this week because Barbie was so successful.
Yeah, maar wait, yes.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots, Numero, just whatever you could think of that is under their brand, whatever the fuck, they are going to make a movie about it now.
Yeah, maar this was niet a movie about Barbie. It was about Barbie, but it was so much more. It's gewoon a social commentary.
Yeah, but
the Hot Wheel movie, you cannot recreate what's happening now.
Some might even say that about Lego as well, but Lego became a big thing too, like, as well. Like, the Lego movie was a really good movie as well. But here's the thing, and this is the problem. This is the problem that Hollywood, and back up to the writer's strike and everything. Yeah, Hollywood producers and the money men of Hollywood never see it as art. They see it as business.
Yeah.
Right? And so for that, it's always of what could have, okay, we have a new eats, what could have been done, what can we do more? You know what I mean? For me and for all of us that, take something from these movies and try to be informed, impressed, moved, whatever, you don't look at it as, oh, I'm spending $8 and I'm just gonna be entertained for 2 hours. No, you're looking for something to like change your life if it can, right? Which is what we're talking about too, like as well, because I do feel like this movie has the possibility of being that. It has the possibility of changing like somebody's
Not
life.
here.
You never know, dog. You went to an empty theater. The one that I was in was packed.
But I have to say, but I have to say, today's Thursday. We're recording on Thursday,
Right.
and it was a movie of 3:45.
Yeah.
I had a day off, so I went to the movie 3:45.
Right.
So who is going on Thursday? But it's vacation.
Right.
It's not a children's movie, even though there were children there.
And guys, don't bring your kids.
Nope,
Bring your teenage daughters or your preteen daughters to this movie.
And sons for all.
Yeah, no. Ja, hun ook. Maar ik bedoel van, that was the thing. So it's not like, oh, hey, no, or oh, there's a token, but so the majority of the people that came to the movie were dressed in pink.
Yep.
Right?
So I heard.
No.
And I was leaving the theater like.
Not I heard, I saw.
See.
I saw, right?
See.
Dressed pink and white. That was it, right?
It's just a hype.
There
man.
was a young man.
And pink and white.
Not like pink and white polo and slacks, skirt
A
and
dress.
blouse.
Really?
No bullshit. And I'm saying you can't miss that he's a boy. You cannot miss biologically. You know what I mean?
Power to you.
Right. And I just like, well, there you go. You know what I mean? Like that makes sense to me. Like, okay.
Why does that make sense to you?
Here's the thing, and you'll forgive me for saying this, right? Part of the problem is with the patriarchy and all that shit and whatnot and so, is that like even to the color pink and the coding and the gender roles and whatnot and so on, so boys don't play with dolls. Meanwhile, I came up with a couple of cats that they like playing with dolls. It became an issue for the uncles and the parents and whatnot and so and so. But you're not supposed to play with dolls. Even with my daughter right now, she gets the dolls. Her boy cousin, gets the cars.
Yeah.
And when they get together, they exchange. They're like, yo, let me get a doll, you get the car and whatever.
Yeah.
And they don't give a fuck. But if you give it half a chance, people are going to try to separate that.
Yeah.
I say that makes sense. And I say, there you go. Because probably whoever messed with that, played with that, identified with that, moved with that, just the style, just the aesthetic. They had to do it probably in the closet for like a long time. And this guy was preto. Like this guy was black. You know what I mean? Like yeah, he got a smile in the dark like black, you know what I mean? To find
I know, Marlo.
Right? No, but it's not but it's not like, like this or that, but I'm saying that shade of color indicates half the time your socioeconomic standing as well. I'm not trying to judge, I'm not trying to say that's what he had, but I'm saying I can imagine him coming through life and loving the thing so because he loved it so much. In public, skirt, blouse, pink. He wasn't fucking around. You know what I mean? And for him to fly the flag that hard and whatnot is like, yo, yeah. And what? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was a rallying point. Like the movie is a rallying point if you're not careful. And you can have your opinion, and if you're homophobic or whatnot, so yo, you can find me in the fucking comments, whatever the fuck. Right? But what I'm saying is like, I know what it is to not be seen and then all of a sudden be seen.
Yeah.
Like the whole nerd movement became a moment for me as well. It was like, shit, finally. You know what I mean? Like finally that there's a little bit of representation or whatever the fuck or whatever. And in this movie, it's not just for the women. It's for everybody. It's just, do you vibe with that aesthetic? That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's not. And here's the beauty part. And this is the thing. And this will be my last point. This is the thing that I think that the movie did very cleverly, and very well. If you don't like it, you don't have to fuck with it. But it don't have to be a problem for other people to fuck with it. So by Vorbild, you don't.
Yeah,
like
but that's everything in life.
Correcto. Exactly. Just because you don't fuck with it, don't mean you have to stop my fun. Just because you don't fuck with it, don't mean you have to understand why I fuck with it. Just because you don't fuck with it, don't mean that everybody
Tell that
have
to all the religious, no, not all. Tell that to most religious people in the stance on homosexuality.
No, but it ain't just okay. So let's
Bijvoorbeeld.
Let's take that hot issue out of the thing. There are bands here. There are teams here, like softball teams.
Yeah.
Heavy tribalism. If you is either use a double ere or use a geo or use a this or use a that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's camps. It's like we fuck with this one, we don't fuck with that one. We fuck with Bandariba and Bandabao. It's tribalism, and so thusly, you get tribalistic aandoeningen daarvan. Dus, you understand what I mean? Like I'm hoping that I'm making sense.
No,
here.
but then how do you relate that to this movie?
You can be unapologetically pink and Barbie and campy and all that shit, and if you think that I'm not supposed to do it, all you gotta do is just turn a blind eye. Just keep going. You don't fuck with it. You find it to be too pink, too campy, too regressive, too conservative, too way to fill with. You know what I mean? Like all these things that you might be thinking. If you don't fuck with it, fine, go.
Yeah,
Go.
yes. But
Go.
I feel that you would have to pause and think eventjes. If you're uncomfortable with the movie, like what is it? Why? What is the problem? If you're uncomfortable with everybody wearing pink, guy wel of niet in a skirt.
Yeah.
Like what is a problem? And I think and what I liked about the movie, even like I said, it was very in your face. Het was echt dikker bovenop. Echt, but that is the style.
Above and beyond.
See, it was nothing subtle about that movie.
Yeah.
But what I liked, and there was a lot of symbolism, from the colors, different scenes. Some were very pink. Then you have pink and blue. Then you had purple. Like it was very, very subtle. Some things were in your face, and some things were subtle. But what I also liked, I think it was the last scene. Guys, of maybe not the last scene. Guys were dancing and singing.
Yeah.
Maar op een gegeven moment, the guys they hold hands.
Yeah.
Gewoon visuals.
It was een beetje solidair.
That you don't see.
Yeah.
We do not see men holding hands. Tenzij het misschien een vader is with a very young child. Like with a peuter or something.
So here's a weird one. Like me and the wife had bumping on this one. Did you notice that the whole board of Mattel, the top
yes,
guy,
man, that's the first thing I said. Yeah.
Okay, the first thing.
Ik vond
right?
het super grappig.
But wacht even, hè?
And sad.
Wacht even, hè? So you had men interpreting what girls like and don't like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go one level lower. This is what Girl World is, and this is what is given to us by whoever, right? Mm-hmm. Girl World was also what they think boys are.
In what sense?
So there's a lens of Girl World towards Ken.
Yeah.
The Kens.
Yeah.
All they do is just look good and go to the beach and this and that and whatnot.
Yeah, they beach.
Right. And so thusly, there's a level deeper. Ken goes to the real world along with Barbie, brings back the patriarchy to Barbie land.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden he has indoctrinated all the other Barbies.
Yeah.
And this is Ken's idea, who's a girl's idea, who's a guy's idea of what women are supposed to be. Just, they gotta be dumb.
Maar niet alleen what women are supposed to be, what men are supposed to be,
Exactly. So when you came to the dance battle now, with all that watered down business, nobody was truly aggressive. It was a girl's version of what a guy's war or fight is supposed to be. They had a bunch of, plungers.
I don't want to say if that was a girl's version of what a
because
guy...
it was above is given by the men. Exactly. It's a fucking Inception clusterfuck of like prisms and ideas. Like for real. I'm not drunk, I swear.
I don't know. I need to watch this movie at least three more times, because there was so much going on. There's so much unpacking to do.
That struck me. It was like everybody else's interpretation of what needs to happen, which is also identity.
But I think that is nice of the movie, and I think that's why Mattel also lent itself. Of course, there is this commercial part. They need to make money, and this movie was already, when it came out, the highest grossing movie of 2023.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Niet?
Yes,
Okay.
but that's not why. Listen.
Nee, maar oké, wacht. Oké,
No,
nee,
go ahead.
vertel even.
Okay, so the hoofdproducent of the film was Warner Brothers, right?
Oké.
Mattel had put in their cash like as well.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers and Margot Robbie have a very special relationship.
Ja.
Because of her work in the DCEU as her Harley Quinn.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, maybe Wolf of Wall Street as well. But she has proven thought and meant to be bankable for them.
Yeah.
And she ain't playing with them either. She, in her roles, like she started as an actress, but she is also making hella moves to become a producent and make it feel, you know what I mean? So to become like a producer and whatnot. Mm-hmm. She put her foot down and her proverbial nuts on the table. I want to make this movie. I want to make this movie. It was, if I'm not mistaken, the rumors were that it was her and Zet. It was her match that lit the flame of this whole thing.
Zie, maar dat is niet erg.
No, it's not erg, but it's not like Mattel came to, we want to do
Nee, dat is niet de point.
Margot Robbie put her nuts on the table Greta Gerwig, all the way talented, this is what we doing.
Nee. Daar ging het helemaal niet over.
Okay.
Kijk, ik zeg, at first I was like, waarom zou Mattel meedoen aan zoiets? Het is overduidelijk dat dit niet van Mattel is.
Right.
Dus ik zei, waarom zou Mattel meedoen? En toen zei ik, obviously, there is a commercial component to this thing. Ze gaan, even if she put her proverbial balls, if she put her tits on the table, kan Mattel nog steeds zeggen, no, we're not gonna do that, even though we think it's gonna be profitable. Mattel kan gewoon zeggen nee.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt that they foresee that this thing is gonna be a box office cracker.
Yeah.
Okay, that is besides the point. But what I wanted to say is, Mattel, according to me, deed ook mee. They were also very much in this thing, and they cooperated and they put money and all their brand basically in this thing because of the different angles. Well, that's what you were just saying, and I think that is maybe a main one, because I want to say, waarom zou je meedoen? Dit is eigenlijk somebody shitting on your brand. Dit is gewoon een wacht. Ze gebruiken jouw brand om een heleboel andere dingen aan te kaarten. En misschien you don't want to be associated with that.
Right.
With the shitting on the patriarchy, als je het even zo wil noemen. Kan. En, maar, because this movie had so much, iedereen kan iets erin herkennen. So you had the ones that were saying Barbie, the bedoeling from Barbie was that she's uplifting, she could be anything she wants, she's a woman president, she's a doctor, she's a this, she's a that, and Barbie was intended to solve world problems and bring equality among the sets.
Ik vond dat zo zielig. Like, I found that so bad. Like, when she went to the first time to the real world, and they're gonna give me a big hug. No, bitch.
No, fascist.
No, woman.
Maar, so I was thinking, like, why would you, as Mattel, behalve the commercial aspect, why would you want to participate in this thing? And I think it is because you take from it what you want. You can see it. You can see inderdaad Barbie as something anti-feministic, something fascist, something that put women back 50 years. But you can also see the empowerment, de goede bedoelingen, jeugdsentiment, whatever, good morals, whatever. You can see in it whatever you want. And I think that's why they also lend a hand from. It's not per se negative.
I would know. I am too cynical, and I know too much about the movie business to ever think that that they're trying to change the world. They dollar signs.
No.
And all that goodwill, all that good shit. More dollar signs.
No.
That's it.
I don't think they are thinking that they're gonna change the world. But aside from dollar signs, they don't see it per se as shitting on their brand. Like, depending on the stance you take, you can also see it as, oh, Mattel is fantastisch.
Ja, toch? Nee, maar trouwens, ik vond, like, I thought that Will Ferrell was hilarious in this. It was like, call me mother.
Yeah. But I thought the whole idea with the board room full of men, and then the men gewoon een beetje slapstick. Like when they were trying to pursue Barbie. Gewoon overdreven.
I actually thought for
from
2
different
seconds.
movies.
But I actually thought for 2 seconds, and like the whole thing about that inception of, this is a guy's thought of a girl's thought of a guy's thought of a girl's, you know?
Yeah.
I thought for 2 seconds in that chase scene, this also is a play world. This also has to be a play world because impossible. Impossible. No, they had her. They had her like 4 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what.
And they all running the same way and waiting fail and like the cubicles are all the same. Impossible. No.
But
this is also a joke as well.
Yeah, precies. No, but a lot of things were gewoon jokes. Were jokes and jokes and jokes on top of jokes on top of jokes.
No. But I enjoyed the movie. My wife enjoyed it heavily too, like as well. I think that it, like just like you, like I'd want to watch it 2 more times at least to see what I missed, because swear to God there were a couple of like I'm watching the screen like I'm watching the camera, like watching the screen. Something happened. I was what the fuck, and I turned to my wife like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Like what the fuck is going on, dog?
Er zaten gewoon heel veel stomme dingen in.
Yeah, no,
which made it funny, I find.
Like a stomme dinger.
Yeah, see.
Like a stomme dinger.
Which
And
made it
again,
funny.
like that dance off was just, that was one of the moments. That was like,
Yeah. Yeah, and
what
what
the fuck am I looking at, man? Like what the fuck? Yo.
Yeah, but I like also what I busted out laughing when I saw I am Knaf.
Yeah.
Like things like there were a lot of like gewoon stomme
Kleine
dingen.
dingetjes.
So I would encourage everybody to see it, even if you don't want to fuck with it, see it, and also just go see it because it's a hype and kijk waar het over gaat.
Wait a minute. Let me, because I don't want to let you go just yet. I don't want to let you go just yet. Do you find that the movie was anti-man? Was like tegen mannen?
Nee, absolutely not.
How not?
Sowieso, it is just...
How not? Because I can point to a couple of things.
That are anti-men?
Just devil's advocate, especially in the end. I could point to a couple of things.
Kijk, I don't think questioning the patriarchy... Kijk, to think it's anti-men, to question the patriarchy is the patriarchy. Down with the patriarchy. So,
you didn't have to say that one, dude. You didn't have to.
Nou, ik moet even duidelijk zijn, apparently. Want you're asking me if it's anti-men.
No, but all right, but go ahead.
And the whole like, I don't want to be a himbo. I don't want to be, you can also consider me. Weet je, don't look down on me. Ik tel ook. That speaks. I think.
No, but that's role reversal, like a motherfucker, because the patriarchy, kleineert, like what's the word I'm looking
denigrates
for? Denigrates women in that same way.
See,
right?
it is.
So that was clever. That I found clever.
Yeah. Nee, wacht. Yes, that is reversal to make it even more visible and van hey, wacht even. But also, I think. I don't even want to use the word men. Men, I use it very cautiously in the manosphere. I think they feel dat. De hoe heet die onvrijwillige celibaten? How you call them again? Incels. And the people in the manosphere actually feel, I think, like Ken.
I don't know. Wait.
Incels. Maybe need the Andrew Tate of the world.
I was about to say, because them fuckers is just taking advantage of the fact. That's just the grift.
I want to say it's not solely a reversal of the role of how men view bimbos.
So here's, okay. There was one point that was telling to me.
Okay.
There was one point that was like, okay, yo, Dre, you want to hold a fight? We could hold a fight here. You know what I mean?
All right.
Again, plot. We're all the way deep in spoilers, y'all, but this is double, triple spoilers.
Yeah, but we told you already that was spoilers,
okay,
so you should not be watching
any of this shit.
If you wanted to watch the movie.
Yeah, all right, but no. But the whole plot point, the whole big point at the end was to save Barbie Land because Ken came back. He brought the patriarchy with it. He brainwashed the whole place while Barbie was out.
Yeah.
And they were about to hold a vote.
Yeah.
To change the Constitution.
The Constitution, yes.
Right, which I also found very telling as well. But all right.
Yeah, very American.
Exactly, right? But then let me bring that back a bit. The girls did what they had to do. I'm not going to say how, but the girls did what they had to do. They saved Barbie Land, and they saved the Constitution. and the power rests within Barbie's hand. The Barbies is not just one woman. It's not just Margot Robbie, but all of the Barbies in that land. It rests in their hands again. What do they do?
What did they do?
What do they do? Do they share power or do they incrementally give them out power?
Incrementally.
And that is not what you want. Because even if you say, okay, you know what, I'm being fair and I'm being open, I'm being honest, and if for me then, because how it felt, the movie was talking, it was like, it was half. It was like Barbies are like 50% and the Kens are 50% and Alan like is like the one vote,
Yeah.
right? Like it's a one vote or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. But if you have a 50% on the other side, how can they not have the representation in the court? Because again, Barbie Land has a court system and all that shit, yo.
Hello,
Right?
real world.
But this is okay. But are you being real world? Are you being real politique? Or are you being, because the whole lesson was everybody deserves a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody deserves to be heard and to be done and whatnot. And it felt like, okay, je krijgt nu een beetje, but no more than that. And you got to work your way up the rest of the ladder. And that spoke a little too hard to all the experiences that I've ever had. Like, okay, you can get this, but no, you got to work for like equal say within the kingdom or equal say within, like the tiller of dan weet ik veel. And for me, it was like, ooh, that one, yes, is a little anti-man. That one, yes, is
I
a
wanted
little...
to say, is it anti-man? It's not anti-man. Why
not
is it anti-man? Because it was Ken?
Yeah?
Nope. I don't think it's anti-man.
Yeah, because you don't want it done to you.
Yeah,
And if you want to see the thing done well, you don't do it to the other person, do you?
It's not anti-man. I feel then more anti-woman because basically to me it's saying, okay, for the tables to turn, for women to get more equality, to be more equal, we have to do it incrementally. So it's not anti-man. I feel it's anti-woman. We have to do it incrementally.
Because of the symbolism.
Yeah.
But again, this is not a male-led movie. Greta Gerwig, Margot Robbie, their voices, big time. You have a chance to light the way forward, to blaze a path.
Yeah.
You still do it like how the men are doing it. You still do it like how the men are doing it. And I saw it as a missed opportunity then. Let's say like that.
Because you wanted them to say, here man, jullie hebben meteen de helft.
Niet meteen, maar een beetje meer dan, je bent nog wel... They made it clear. You get one of the Supreme Court of 9, you get one. And
not enough, volgens mij, not in the Supreme Court, a court lower, right?
The lower courts you get a lot more, but in the Supreme Court you get one.
Okay.
And that's it. And I was like, motherfucker. And President Barbie is still President fucking what the fuck?
But leave President Barbie out of this.
Yo, she hit the best line in that whole fucking movie. You motherfuckers.
Now what I thought...
Yo, she actually dropped a motherfucker in the movie. I was like...
What I thought was funny was when Barbie... Okay, more spoilers. What I thought was funny when Barbie came to the real world and she looked at a billboard of Mrs. the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Saved. So, no.
There were moments too that were like heartwarming, but it was cached in jokes or it was cached in the regular things that you were not ready for, Sahmar. So Barbie, like that same moment, they got... Barbie and Ken got to the real world. Barbie and Ken did the whole thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, I need female energy because she's used to female...
Like the construction workers.
To female construction workers. And we all see the joke coming.
Yep.
Right? And so when she goes up to them and she this and that, whatnot, the regular joke does the regular joke thing. Okay, fine. But there was a moment that was interesting. She promptly corrects them and says, we don't have genitals.
Ken did.
Yeah, Ken has all of the genitals. Ken has all of the genitals, right?
A nice critique as well. Yeah,
right, but but hold on. But they didn't comment on that. The male, like construction workers, Normally, guys will be like, "What do you mean you don't gonna pussy?" And this, you know, like they're gonna get on you. They're gonna roast you even more. They didn't do that. They just kind of like they looked at you like, "What?" And then they kind of let it go.
No, I don't know if they would roast you because I was thinking
You have never been called a lesbian because you didn't like a cat call.
sowieso.
But that's my point.
No,
So they don't let it go.
No,
It's like, yo, you know what? Thanks, but no. And then you just walk. Oh, okay, thank you, miss. No, they just give you the business. They didn't give you the business there.
No, but I thought I was gewoon inderdaad politically correct because for me, the next thing I was thinking, oh my God, transgender.
Yeah.
And done.
But that's my point. But that's
you
my point.
cannot make those jokes now.
What do you mean you can't make those jokes now? You could always listen. And hey, let the movie be your guide.
Let the movie be your guide.
Let the movie be your guide. You can make a joke about any fucking thing. You can make a joke about any fucking thing. It is, again, to come all the way back around at the start of this thing. I felt the shoe fit me when the little daughter was like, oh, and you're this and you're that. You said women back and you're a fascist because I've made those arguments.
Yeah.
And like I cringed when I saw the teenage daughter working. I was like, yeah, I should back up a bit. Like I've learned that in my time as well. Or whatnot. You don't.
I felt empowered.
You felt empowered.
Now I'm gonna call everybody a fascist.
Wow. Wow. Just you're gonna start to look like a consultancy as well because I'm pretty sure that you can't work where you work no more. Shit me up. But it was like everybody got a slap in the face, zeg maar, from that movie.
Maar nee.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Break it down for me.
See, I felt that they were trying to be very inclusive. I mean, there were Barbies in all shades. There was an Asian Ken in a in an important role. There was a Barbie in a wheelchair. There were all kind of, like, every box that you want to tick was ticked. Okay, homosexuality was niet overduidelijk.
They made it a business of the homosexuality was there.
Alan is questionable. De vele mannen zijn ook questionable.
Exactly, which is also goes back down to how programmed you are by the patriarchy to think, oh, that's code gay too one time too, like as well.
Niet dat ze handen vasthouden, maar inderdaad, ja.
You know what I mean?
See, maar oké. Dus to me, homosexuality was not explicit. Alle andere boxen werden wel duidelijk getikt.
The camp is the homosexuality, love.
That is all, the patriarchy telling you what homosexuality is.
No, but it's okay, not telling you, but it's like...
Nee, I don't agree.
You have a problem with homosexuality, the pink alone is going to be a problem for you. That's it. Because it's not that that's what it is. I'm not telling you that that's what it is. I'm not telling you that that's what it is. I am telling you what baggage you might be carrying, what things you might be walking with.
Maar the pink was not explicit and bedoeld as to be for the homosexual. Barbie is gewoon pink. Dat is gewoon Barbie. Dus je had moeilijk. You could not have made the movie differently because Barbie is pink.
There was a moment.
There was a moment?
There was a moment when they made that link.
Which link? Homosexuality and campness?
Yes.
What? When? Tell me, because I missed it.
Again, all that shit happened in like when they went to the real world for the first time. And what happened was...
Oh, the men were looking at Ken when he was skating.
The gay man was like, like they gave him the whole thing.
Yeah.
And they were dressed very conservatively, like a one on the show, but they
They were not dressed conservatively.
The men that were looking at Ken.
Were looking at Ken.
That were looking at Ken. But it was not like... The coding was in the 90s gear because they looked very 90s. Not even 90s. They looked very 91, 92, 93. You know what I mean?
Sí.
Hot pink and rollerblades that were yellow and pink. And Kiko.
Leotards. Yeah.
Everything was coded, and that is now coded gay. You understand what I mean? So they made that link. They did.
Ja, maar dat is niet de pinkness. Because you were making... Nee, dat was niet pink. Het had niet te maken with that it's pink. Het had te maken dat het gewoon tight en...
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Really? You can die on that hill? You can die on that hill? It was tight. So all them other speedos, that's just purely street. That's coded straight.
Yeah, no, but it
And like spandex, it's
okay.
just gay. It's just like, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
Yeah, to me it was that. It was Spandex. You could see his business.
No,
And
dog,
that is
no, dog. Because the whole point that they were anachronistic. That's a word. That means they were out of time.
Oh, Marlo met some big words.
Yeah,
again.
but they were out of time with their dress.
Yeah.
And they were rollerblading down fucking Venice Beach, and she was looking away, he was looking away, and the gay men obviously looked at Ken and be like, rare. So it's like the dress, even though it was anachronistic and was out of style and out of fashion, was also a signal. It was also like, oh, so he definitely plays for us. You know what I mean? Like he's on our team.
I get that whole thing. I don't get you with the link for the pink and the gayness. Maar I get that
really
thing.
Intro? Okay, fine. Yo, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Fuck it. Last thoughts on this movie, man, because we've refilled twice on this one. This one took us a while.
Wacht. Okay, no. Even niet on the movie. But if you go to one of our movie theaters, there is this Barbie box that you can. Did you
Take
see
a
it?
picture
That
in.
you can stand in and take a picture in. What do you think about that box?
You asking Marlo the marketeer or Marlo the station?
Nee, niet de marketeer. Marlo the Drunken Monk.
Marlo the Drunken Monk. I want to have a problem with it. I want to have a problem with it. But if Marlo the Drunken Monk is everything that I encompass. So Marlo, just the man. You know what I mean?
Okay, don't look at it from a marketing perspective.
But this
it
is the
genius.
point.
Okay, Marlo is a station man because it's genius marketing. Punt.
Exactly. It's genius fucking marketing. Marlo the station man, partner, stop the fuckery. Partner, we don't need to be that far. Like, why I gotta put myself in a box for? Like, why I gotta do this for? Like,
I think it's so funny, because a lot of people, and the person that I went to watch the movie, love you, but also wanted to take a picture in the thing. A lot of women, I saw pictures all over.
Yeah,
that's the whole marketing part of it.
Here's the insidious part. Not to cut you off, right? Part again, spoilers, niggas. Yo, part of the problem was that the Mattel Corporation was running after Barbie to put her back in a box.
Ik dacht, it's been said, it's been shown,
like, how
because
in
she
the
was stepping
fuck?
in the box and they were doing that. It was very clever. Dus
And
het
at the
was-
last moment, she
Yeah.
wake up like, no.
Dus je zegt het in the movie.
Right.
You show in the movie
That this is bad.
what it is.
This is bad.
En dan ga ik als een vrouw vrijwillig in die doos staan. Down with the patriarchy.
Nah.
I was like, no. See, and that's when I knew this thing just flew over people's head. You cannot watch this movie and then
And that's why I'm
go
telling you
stand
that
in the
Mattel
box.
ain't fucking around with no altruism as well. That's how I told you, because who you think they got that box from? They didn't get it from fucking like arts and crafts from fucking eBay. Hey, dog, they got it from Mattel. What the fuck you talking about, man? They knew exactly what the fuck they were doing, and that for me is the point. Is like, so here's the weird relationship between art and having to finance art. I'm not even gonna say business. I'm just saying having to finance art. So a Patreon, you know, a Patreon, like a patron or whatever the fuck, right?
Okay.
There's a push and pull because art is not free. Art is not free.
Nope.
The artist at the very least needs to be alive to make the art. So you have to feed and fund the artist.
See, they at
Right?
least need a bottle of rum.
Yes.
Annabay.
Right? So there's a push and pull. You have to make money with the thing. But money in its own interest doesn't give a fuck about art. It just gives a fuck about profitability.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I view like these moments, I view like the Lego movie, Marvel in the beginning especially, any anime that I love or whatnot, and so because even that too is subjugated to the whims of business interests, right? All these movies and all these series and all these things that we like, love, change our lives or whatnot, and so and so, it is literally the artist that hopefully has enough clout, has enough, again, you can put your balls on the table. or your tits on the fucking table, to claw your way enough space to do something interesting. Greta Gerwig and like Margot Robbie did that with this film. You had what's his face, Robert Downey Jr. and Jesus, Happy Hogan is right in front of me. Jon Favreau, there we go. You had Robert Downey Jr. and Jon Favreau create the Marvel universe from just a very good movie. You had all, like, Star Wars was also that, like, as well with George Lucas. He was clawing space to make what he felt needed to be made. Every artist, every director, every actor, every whoever, every storyteller you could think of, they have to find a balance between I gotta get paid and I have to make art. And the making art, if there's more space for that, you get the good stuff that'll automatically make money because it resonates, because it hits people. It, like the song is good because the song is good, not because it was engineered to make people feel good. It's not because the movie was engineered to make people feel good. The movie Barbie is good because it's good. Period. You take away all the trappings, all of this, all of that, it's still a good movie. You understand what I mean? Camp and the set design and the technique and what and so trust. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. The problem is that people got to get paid as well. And the most of the people that are funding the money to get the movie be made, they got to get paid first. And so they have een eerste zeggenschap elke keer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that hey, I think I've drank enough. We have like about a third of the bottle done. Yeah, no.
And I have to work tomorrow.
This is what it is. Hey, yeah, so we're done.
We done.
You liked it, I liked it. We loved the movie. This was an episode, guys. Thank you to Annabay. Debbie, get well.
I feel that since we've been promoting this movie,
we need to get some.
The movies and Caribbean cinema should give us at least 2 more tickets to rewatch it. So anybody send this to whoever is in charge. We need to go watch the movie again.
We will vlog the whole thing.
Yes.
We will vlog the whole fucking thing.
And so if you want to
without bad words, don't worry.
I want to say, if you want to stand in the Barbie box, by all means, go stand in the Barbie box. We loved it.
Oh man, hey guys, I was Marlo Brown.
I still am Denise Faber.
Jesus Christ. We are...
Thank you, the Drunken Monks.
We are the Drunken Monks, and this is us saying goodnight.
Check us next week.
Yeah, man. Yeah, hopefully everything falls into place next week, but yeah, check us next week.
Oh, you still have something to drink. Okay.
Yeah, though.
We'll be back, people.